I hope you know the environment you are living can quench your fire. Is somebody hearing me?
Yes.
I knew a brother that was in fire with God. He's burning of God. But when this brother entered university, that is where life, that is where the environment devil uses to defile his spiritual life. And behold, he didn't end up graduate. And yet his presence, the presence which he carried to enter university, he could have never seen it again. Devil has buried his life with God, and he couldn't to manifest again. And he became a victim in certain places of life. Environment can quench your fire. I knew there are many that a brother have told me, even before he back in a larger community, he was burning on God. But what the moment he entered the community, his fire quench. Community you find yourself can quench your fire. I hope you know that. Do you know there is a marriage you will enter, it can quench your fire? Yes, I have seen some sisters who we are burning on God. The moment they married and enter a marriage, especially the ones that have peace. Somebody's not hearing me. The ones that have what?
Peace.
The ones that have peace. One thing I love women, challenges make them strong. But you know, is somebody hearing me? Sometimes challenges make men weak. But women, challenges make them what? Strong. But peace make them so weak. So that is why you will see a woman, when she got married and married a man of her heart, you will never remember where Genesis is. That is when you will see her in the social media. Every 1 hour, he have shown the part of the parlor. He have shown the curtain of the parlor. He have shown the new design of her cloth. He have shown the pattern of the husband. Sometimes he intentionally bring money, prepare delicate table of dinner, and the husband will not know, and use camera to video it, video around it. That is why sometimes problem is not an absence of God's presence in your life. Sometimes problem is a way God quicken your body. Is somebody hearing me?
Oh, yeah, you sir.
It's a way God do what? Quicken your spirit. So Christians in our time run away from problem because they are seeing a problem as an absence of God's presence. So nobody want to face a problem. But when you read Paul, when you listen to the Paul, when Paul mentioned we can do all things in him that strengthens me, look at what Paul said. Paul said we have faced many things. He said we have mastered how to stay in a day without food, and we have mastered how to stay in a day with food. He said we have mastered how to be naked. It doesn't mean to be naked, but when others are wearing well, they don't have anything. They have mastered hunger, they have mastered abundance, they have mastered challenges, mastered persecution. He said many times they have stoned me while I was preaching, yet I died, and when the people left, I found myself regained. He said, but the word of God cannot be changed. When he was saying all these things, he said, and we can do all things in him that do what? In him that strengthens me. That is where every believer's quote. But when you lead it with content, you will discover many things Paul has mentioned. Paul mentioned about things, mentioned challenges. He said, by this way that God shaped his people. It is by this way he made them strong. It was now that I knew there are many things that have happened to me that is the part of the ladder that strengthened my spirit. There are many of us here now. What made them strong in the Lord is the battle they went through. Is somebody hearing me?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
Battle they would do what?
They went through.
They went through. The battle they went through. That is what made them strong. So believers, challenges make believers strong. But if your fire is not enough, challenges can quench your fire. We are talking about unquenchable fire. Unquenchable fire. Fire fire that marriage cannot quench. Even if you enter that marriage, there is a peace. That peace will not quench your relationship with God. Your love with God will keep burning. That is what we are talking about. The essence of this message, as I said last week, is for you to remain in God, that in 10 years to come, in 20 years to come, that somebody that knows you with God today will look at you and say, Brother Stephen, we knew you 20 years ago, and they knew when they saw you 20 years after, and they see that your love with God is burning 20 times. That people that knows you, your relationship with God now, that after 20 years to come, they will look at you and see that your fire for God, your relationship for God have added 20 times. That is what we are looking for. Is somebody hearing me?
Yes, sir.
That is what we are looking for.